Welcome back, everybody, to the next episode of the BDE Drink Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Mike. We're going to do things a little bit differently today. We don't actually have Alex with us. We both recorded one or two episodes in quarantine, separated from one another because we're in the middle of a pandemic. So Alex is not going to be with us today, but instead we have a special guest. He is our literal one and only fan. He comments on most of the YouTube videos. I know he's the only one to have subscribed to us on Patreon. I'm going to let him introduce himself, but today we have...
How's it going? Tom, long-time listener, first-time caller. Mike, thanks for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you. I'm excited to have you. So we have Tom, and because we're doing a quarantine episode, we're not actually going to try many new drinks. I think all of them but one are going to be new. We're just going to be doing unique flavors of previously had energy drinks. We're in the middle of a pandemic, so we're just going to drink what we can. It's a little bit of a best and a little bit of a worst situation for Tom. So the energy drinks we have today, we have Venom, like the standard Venom flavor, one of my favorites. We have Bang Birthday Cake Bash High Protein Coffee, which I'm assuming is going to be an even worse version of the Bang Birthday Bash that we normally have. So we got the best, the worst, and then we have two flavors of Redline Extreme, the most extreme energy drink. It's the most caffeinated energy drink on the market. So we have two of those today. And Tom, because you're a special guest this week, you're more than welcome to pick whichever one you want to start off with.
I would love to save Venom.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's the best, and obviously Bang's got to be... We got to wait. So let's go with one of the red lines here.
Okay.
Here, I picked this one up first. Star Blast. Let's go with Star Blast.
Fantastic. You have your cups. You can pour however much you want to drink.
I am not an avid energy drink drinker, just an energy drink podcast listener.
Okay, wow. I was not expecting it to be this clear.
This is essentially water. I see no carbonation here. And it's also coming out of something that, I could only compare to a Pedialyte cup, which is an unexpected look for energy drink.
So the reason it's this tiny is because it's the most caffeinated energy drink. They can't sell it. So this bottle, the serving size is half of this. It's not even the whole. You're not even supposed to drink the whole bottle.
I'm nervous I took too much.
That's a lot. What I would recommend is maybe one sip and then maybe a second sip to see if it changes flavor, because that happens sometimes with the Bang family of energy drinks.
All right.
So we're not actually going to cheers because we're not going to be touching cups. But do you know cheers in any language besides English you'd like to kick this off with?
Oh, I know one, and it's in honor of my dear friend, and I say friend even though I've never met him, I've only listened to him, Alex. I'd love to say Skull.
Skull, okay. Skull.
Skull.
Not as bad as I was expecting it to be.
You know, it's definitely not an extreme flavor. I don't know if it's the rainbow sort of coloring on the bottle, but I'm sort of getting a feeling like they put a bunch of Skittles at the bottom of a cup, and then the flavors got through that cup, and then they took the Skittles out and sold it.
Now, I don't remember what Redline Extreme flavor we had previously. I think it was the strawberry one. Because, fun fact, I don't know if this was mentioned on any of the previous episodes, but apparently Alex is severely allergic to strawberry, and we didn't know that until after he drank it. So after that episode, he went home and just viciously threw up the rest of the night.
All right.
So it's much better than that strawberry one.
Yeah, this. I would have this flavor. It's a solid drink.
I'm not going to finish that. That's not going to become a member of the Clean Cup Club.
Yeah, I'm trying to pace myself here.
Yeah. Okay, also, I want the viewers to know that we're recording this... What time is this? 8:30 at night? 8:45 at night. So
it's a bold decision.
We're going to get amped. But luckily, someone has a 2-hour drive back home, so this might be useful for them.
All right, so Blue Raz?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's go Blue Raz, red line again. All right.
So Bang, it's owned by the VPX Corporation. It has the same CEO, or VPX is owned by Bang, I don't know, but Jack Owak owns both of them. So I'm trying to figure out if this has any of the super creatine in it. I don't know. Not too much caffeine. So, not that I am encouraging it, but I bought these one time at a QT gas station, and the woman had to ID me to make sure I was old enough to buy these because they had so much. It had so much caffeine in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And I told her I wasn't going to drink both of them right then and there. I just wanted to get them before they were taken away. They're being taken off the shelves because apparently people are making their own Four Locos out of this. They're taking this and mixing it with alcohol, and then the combination of the uppers and downers, it's sending kids to the hospital.
That sounds like a fun time if handled responsibly.
Yes, so I can't necessarily encourage that, but again, if done responsibly, it could be a fun time.
It could be fun.
But
Just take one shot.
The official BDE endorsement is don't do it. But
unless it's responsible.
I don't know how many of you actually listen to us, both in a podcast sense and take us at like face value, but take that as you will. So this is a Blue Raz. Does anybody in our audience know how to say cheers in another language they want to shout out? Nope. No, I'm getting.
All I know is slancha.
Okay, works for me. Slancha.
Slancha. Definitely getting blue.
Definitely don't like it as much as Starburst or Rainbow Blast.
I want to make it clear. I'm saying getting blue, not raspberry.
It just tastes like whatever that paint number is. You have like paint 571 in your mouth.
Like it doesn't taste like an actual flavor, but it tastes like something made to taste like blue.
Okay, I get that.
Again, this is an entirely clear, as if you just poured water out of a tap. No carbonation, no coloring, nothing to make it look like anything other than water.
I'm gonna be honest. This looks clearer than tap water. It's like
that's fair.
I'm gonna pour a cup of tap water right now, and we do a little conveyor.
All right. This is an excellent test for an audio format.
So you guys can't see it, but take our word, it is both very clear. Oh yeah. Whew. Oh, you thought I was done? I'm gonna go that way. All right. Cool. Tom, which one is water and which one is Redline Extreme?
All right, Mike. Wow, I don't know why I'm talking Matt. Mike just swapped them around. I'm not sure if that was clear. There is a difference a little bit, but not enough for me to tell which is which. Like, this looks a little too clear, a little bit like vodka, where this looks like it's water. I'm going to say the one in your left hand is water.
Yep, exactly. That's what I said too. It seemed a little too clear.
Yeah.
It's like weirdly clear. Like water's not actually that perfect.
Yeah. I guess now that we're saying it, it does look a little bit like vodka. Like that clear.
Wait, hold on.
Did I have it mixed?
I just tasted them. So did I. We had them wrong.
Scratch
everything we just said. The water is.
But if anything, that makes the point even better.
So, like, we can't distinguish it from water.
I'm not even upset about that.
This is like a great prank to play. It's like someone, hey, can I get a glass of water? Sure, give him Redline Extreme.
I give him a full glass. And
actually,
remember,
don't do that. There's a good chance they will
recommended.
die. Wow. Caution, read entire label before drinking. Contains 2 servings. Something I like to do, I like to read the entirety of the warning label to see if it says anything absurd. Recommended use, shake well, always begin with 1/4 bottle of Redline Extreme. Oh, wow, it's not even saying to use a whole serving, so a serving is half of this. It's telling you start off with 1/4, and if you can handle that, move on to a full serving.
Why would they even serve it in this size? Could they not get enough of a profit if they sold it?
Why can't they just sell, like, in the 5-hour power little shooter bottles, you know?
That would be about the same. It'd be a little more than that. And I guess they didn't want to serve it as a little more than 5-hour energy.
Oh my goodness. 1 serving of Redline Extreme has 158 milligrams of caffeine. So half of this bottle has the same amount of caffeine as this entire bottle.
Oh my god.
This is one serving is 4
And that's
ounces.
the venom you're comparing.
Yes, the venom, and this is 16 ounces. So just like so when we say the most caffeinated, like if you put it as like a standard comparison to all of them.
I'm glad I haven't finished either of those cups.
Yes. Fuck. Now I don't know which one's water or not. Okay, I'm gonna check those again.
Neither of those cups are coming close to finished. And for the Voltron cup, I'm putting a splash.
Yes, that's absolutely fine. Okay, your cups are the one behind you on that table.
Right.
So now you said you wanted to save the venom for last.
Right.
Okay, so that leaves us with Bang Birthday Cake Bash High Protein Coffee.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I wanted to save Back to the Bang. I thought Back to the Bang always was last.
I have a regular Bang birthday cake.
Okay. So we'll go with we'll go with Venom. I feel
Okay.
like Bang's got to be last regardless.
Okay, Bang's got to be last. I like it. You heard it here first, folks. Tom likes to bang in the back. That's what he said. Not my words, his words.
No comment.
See,
Alright.
just going off the color, this looks much more like an energy drink.
Much more like what I would imagine energy drink. I would even go as far as this looks like beer. There's a head to this. It's like got that amber color. And by head, I mean a good foam when you pour it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be if someone handed me this, I'd be like it's an overcarbonated beer. But yeah, definitely what I would imagine an energy drink should look like, much more than
Imagine if someone just opened up a prank
Right.
bar where instead of serving beer and water, it was
it's just energy drink.
energy drinks.
It would probably have about the same effect.
In high school, Josh and I, another friend of ours, we came up with a plan where we were going to open up a bar where instead of serving alcohol, we just served every flavor of Arizona iced tea. Because they have like 20 flavors. We're like, no deli, no bodega has all 20 of them. We'll get all 20 and serve them.
Yeah.
From tap.
And there's a market, like where can people under 21 that don't have IDs go?
Yeah, we could have a couple pool tables. We'll have ping pong tables like an underage bar.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this. This says been branded as the best energy drink, and it's also Black Mamba.
Yes, the Black Mamba is the standard flavor. That's just regular old Venom.
All right, R.I.P. Kobe.
Trying to...
It's refreshing. It's crisp.
Yeah.
I don't even mind having that with the meal.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I've done that before.
Yeah.
Just because. Oh, thank God! I thought the dogs were gonna knock over all of my drinks. Just because I feel like sometimes like if I'm having like food, I don't want to have a glass of water with it. I'd rather something carbonated. But if I have no soda, fine. I'll have an energy drink.
Yeah, especially this.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay,
see.
I'm gonna save that for birthday cake. I mean for the Voltron cup.
108% of your daily sugar. That's probably why we like it so much. A lot of vitamin D. All right.
Yeah.
So now we're going to the Bang.
Now we're going to the Bang. We have a birthday cake bash high protein coffee, which. Tom, are you much of a coffee drinker?
I wasn't previously. I've since grown to become one, but typically iced coffee, which some people would say that's not a real coffee drinker.
I expressly hate coffee. Hannah, what do I say coffee tastes like?
Sharpies.
It tastes like hot Sharpie water.
That's why you gotta get cold Sharpie water.
Then it just tastes like cold Sharpie water. Like, if you took a cup of boiling water and just stirred it with a Sharpie, that's what I think coffee tastes like.
There's an immediate smell to this. When I opened up, I smelled it through my mask. Unlike any of the other ones, I smell nothing.
Oh yeah, it's Bang. There's gonna be a smell to it.
Oh, this looks like a milkshake that just melted.
Oh, that looks like an iced coffee. That's gross. I was not expecting this from an energy drink.
This is like that was a thick pour. I'm moving it
Oh
around.
my god, this is so thick. This is like
I'm moving it around my paper cup that's clear, and like it's getting foggy where it's.
this is
moving
like
around
You mentioned it earlier. What are those drinks that babies and old people
Pedialyte?
have? Yeah, Pedialyte. It's like that thick kind of like
Yeah.
milk that they have to drink. Oh god, this is gonna be so gross. I'm gonna regret this.
I mean, I don't hate the smell.
Oh, I definitely hate this.
Because, again, I do drink coffee. That's all.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh.
I gotta go back before I could really explain what I'm tasting here.
I have to do that with a lot of the Bang flavors because the flavor profile will change a few sips into it.
This is a tough description here because I feel like we hit it on the head before even tasting it, where to me it tastes like they made a milkshake, it melted, they put it in a bottle, and that's what it feels like when I'm drinking it. The flavor isn't overly coffee, and it isn't overly birthday cake.
It's not. My first reaction is cardboard. I don't know why. My first reaction is it tastes like...
The color profile is definitely cardboard.
I was expecting this to be worse than Birthday Cake Bang, and I don't know if it is.
It's not a very strong flavor. Where I don't think...
It's not a strong flavor.
It's surprisingly forgettable.
Yeah. This is probably the most perplexed I've ever been by an energy drink.
Yeah. Huh.
I heard it. Hannah's been looking for her phone all day, and I heard the ding-ding of it.
It sounds like that direction. Ooh, I'm next.
And she found it? It was outside. So that's a little bit behind the scenes for you. Hannah has lost her phone for the last 6 hours. We got it back.
I don't know why the ping didn't work until just then. I've been pinging
I don't...
the whole time.
I'm gonna go back for another sip. This is the weirdest. I am perplexed by this energy drink.
It is unusual, to say the absolute least. The absolute least.
It kind of tastes dry in my mouth.
I get that.
The liquid itself is wet, but it tastes like a dry...
And similar to ice cream. When I have ice cream, I get thirsty.
Okay, the only other time I've been this perplexed is when someone asked me, what's the downtown of Queens? And it kind of just... It broke my mind. So a lot of smaller towns, they'll have a downtown, they'll have, a main street where they just, all of their stores and businesses are on it. But Queens is just, it's too populous, and they have a bunch of different neighborhoods.
Yeah.
It's just, there's too many things wrong with that statement for me to address in a single answer.
I'm assuming they're out of town. They were not from Queens.
It was Hannah's stepdad, who's, from this part of Jersey where they have downtowns and main streets.
Okay.
And,
yeah, if you said a downtown specifically, Forest Hills, you could say.
Austin Street,
yeah.
Probably. But, yeah, that whole thing, I was way too confused, and this drink makes me as confused as that question. So, normally at this point we would go on to the Voltron Cup and then do Birthday Cake Bang. However, I don't know, because we have 2 Birthday Cake Bangs, if you want to change it up and before doing Voltron, compare the 2 Birthday Cake Bangs back to back. Or do you want the Voltron as a breaker in between, as a palate cleanser? Your call.
I definitely want to get the birthday cake on its own. And would that happen with one of those scenarios? I was looking at my draft quickly.
Yes. That's absolutely fine. Do you have any birthday... I mean, we could also just pour a little bit more of
I didn't finish any of my cups.
Okay,
None of them were
that's perfect.
finishers.
Okay, so normally what we'll do the Voltron now.
Okay.
And then we'll do Birthday Cake Bang. And then if we have to, we'll go back for another sip of the coffee and compare the 2.
Okay.
I mean, either way, it's just going to take another sip to compare them. We'll just do it after the Voltron, not to break routine.
Okay.
I need to figure out which one of these is water so I don't combine it.
It's going to look disgusting with this birthday cake.
That's a very thick energy drink. It's going to be gross.
I'm kind of interested to see what it looks like with the clear stuff first, so I'm going to combine the 2 clear cups.
It's super clear now.
Clear times clear is extra clear. And now we're going to add in this super foggy birthday cake. And that just looks absolutely disgusting.
That's gross.
It does not go together at all. you could see the density. Like
Oh my god, that's so gross.
the coffee birthday cake went straight to the bottom.
Hold on. I'm
but
gonna
there,
take a picture of this.
there is a bit of a layer, but there's
I'm gonna get a straw so we can mix it. I didn't realize it was gonna congeal like that. This is fucking gross.
there's three parts. One clear spot that's foggy. It's not entirely clear of what was the red line. Then there's a mixture of the two where it's not blended together at all. It's like super cloudy. Then there's the bottom, which is it seems like it's just all of the birthday cake.
Here, you can go ahead and mix that together.
Thank you.
What I'm gonna do the opposite order of you. I'm gonna do the two clears.
Oh, this isn't gonna do anything, Mike.
It's not helping?
This.
Let the
It's
record
like-
show the stirrer I gave Tom is a skewer for kebabs.
If I'm taking the skewer out and birthday cake is staying on it in chunks,
Oh, this is so gross.
I'm going to drink this.
Okay,
I'm not happy about it.
what I would recommend is put in the venom now, so maybe you can't see the chunks, you can't see the
Right.
grossness.
Okay. Well, let's do that right as we're gonna drink.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do the reverse. I'm gonna put the venom in first. Now that just looks like urine.
Yep.
Just the two clears and the venom. Oh my god, that's even grosser.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Because the carbonation's gonna just. Oh my goodness, Michael.
I legitimately, this might be the first time.
All right. There's no longer 3 layers. It's just all one disgusting.
Oh god, I'm pouring in another cup, and it's.
Ah. It looks like somebody threw up. Mike might throw up. Mike is throwing up.
I've joked so many times about throwing up on Mike. God damn it.
I'm looking at your cup. It looks like you threw up in it.
Oh fuck me.
Mine isn't as bad. This is tough.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna move this out of the way so I don't look at it.
This is
What we do for our fans.
for
Tom,
me.
I do this for you.
Who am I doing
Only
this
you.
for?
Okay, you know what might help? Mixing it back
Now?
and forth in cups a few times.
I don't know, because when you did that, it got worse.
I threw out the part that looked worse. This part looks a little bit better, I think.
I think I'm gonna keep what I have.
Oh, fuck it. Okay.
It looks like the milk went rotten in the coffee
Oh my
one,
god.
but it didn't look like that before.
It didn't look like that before.
I also am not sure if there's any real milk in that, so I don't know what.
Ingredients: coffee, water and coffee extract, protein blend, milk protein concentrate. So that's probably what we're seeing. It's
Okay.
like milk protein powder,
Milk powder, yeah.
instead of actual milk. Whey protein, natural flavor, cellulose, straight 8. Registered trademark?
Straight 8.
Cellulose gum, mono, diglycate, sodium, blah blah blah. Sweet cream, carcinogens, caffeine, BCAAs.
So sweet cream too would guess would break up like that.
Contains ingredients derived from milk, contains no soy. So it's
Alright.
not milk itself, it's like milk extract or like products from milk. Oh fuck, let's just get this over with.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right.
Not as bad as I was expecting.
Not bad. I was nervous I'd feel the chunks go down.
So was I.
I didn't. And maybe because I went too quick. It's super sweet. Definitely getting the red line heavy through that.
The more
Not-
I drink, though, the more chunks I get.
Ooh, probably they fell to the bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop drinking.
I'm
now.
not going to go for a second sip there. Oh, God.
Oh god, I regret that. That should be fine. I think my computer just went to.
We're going to no signal.
Yeah,
we're
we're
good.
still
We're still
recording.
rolling.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not going to go for a second. I think the chunks fell to the bottom like we saw with Mike. I wasn't disgusted with the flavor. I think Mike's having an issue with the texture.
I'm gonna go drink some water and wash it down. Holy fuck.
But yeah, so the flavor is super, super sweet. I think I tasted Star Blast most out of all of them. Probably Blue Raz too. They probably had the sweetest flavors. I got no coffee out of that.
I also think the sweet cream in the coffee isn't helping that. That's like an
Yeah.
even sweeter version of ice cream.
Yeah. I think the only things I tasted in that were Redline, and it looked like the coffee broken up.
Yeah, I tasted the Starburst
Blast,
but
yeah.
the Star Blast, but then the texture in my mouth was the chunk of the ice cream coffee.
Yeah, me. I want to get this out of my sight,
Yeah.
but the only place out of my sight is in your sight. That's good enough.
And then, hold on, I have. Oh, cool, Tom. Your cups are behind you.
Right, I got 2 more.
Perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Right, okay.
That's birthday cake batch.
I've heard every episode, and I've heard that it's clear, and even still, knowing that it was clear, I was still like, alright. Shocked, just from what I've heard.
Now, before you drink it, swath it into your nose. Smell it. Give it a quick sniff.
Smells like cake batter.
It smells like cake batter. It's like on premise. This seems like an amazing drink.
And I wouldn't choose like cake batter ice cream, but if I get that, I'm happy. So I like the conventional birthday cake flavor. I wouldn't be shocked if I saw this on the shelf when I bought it without knowing anything about this podcast.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Did I talk about the time on this podcast where I talked someone out of buying birthday cake Bang?
I think so.
Okay. That's one of my favorite.
You were at the
interactions I've had
store
with
and
a
someone was
stranger.
holding it and you said, don't get this. And did they have Venom there and you got them to get Venom?
They didn't have Venom, but they had 2 in their hands.
And they were debating.
And they put 1 back. I'm like, no, sir, you don't understand. Put them both back. It's not worth it. And then the best part was a stranger, a third stranger chimed in on the conversation was like, yeah, listen to the kid, don't buy it, it's not worth it. Now, with this one, what I'd recommend
Sounds like
is...
someone's buying cigarettes and someone's convincing you, don't do it, kid.
It's like an after-school PSA.
Yeah.
Take 1 sip, let the flavor come in, and then take a second sip, because the flavor of it will change the more you drink it.
Yeah.
Normally by the 3rd sip, that's like the bottom, like the difference between the 3rd sip and the 30th sip isn't there.
But it smells delicious.
It smells delicious.
And I'm really excited for this journey because I know this first sip is going to be delicious.
First sip is good.
Everyone's is delicious. I've never had it before, so what the listeners are hearing too, this is an actual reaction. Birthday cake.
It tastes like birthday cake.
Actual birthday cake. Like...
It's a wild.
I feel like I just ate liquid cake, but not in a gross way.
Yeah, like you don't feel bad after the first sip.
Yeah. But although it does feel like I had a full piece of cake already.
Yeah.
Alright.
By the 2nd sip, I think that's when the carbonation kicks in. It feels a little bit like soda at this point. It feels like a weird Dr. Pepper flavor.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I'm getting the Dr. Pepper.
There we go.
Yeah, I guess because like at first you're like, wow, it tastes so good. You're not really thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you go, the more you're like, well, this is just chemicals. Like, what am
Yeah.
I drinking here? By the maker of the legendary Redline. So it went from Redline to Bang? Redline's the OG?
I think so. Yeah, so Redline's owned by VPX. And then VPX came out... Like, I think Redline Extreme is just a legitimate energy drink. And then Bang is like one of those quote-unquote healthy alternatives. Or it's like a pre-workout. Like, you're supposed to, like... All of their influencers are like gym rats.
Okay.
As like Monster, their whole thing is like motocross and like extreme sports because you need the energy for it.
Right.
Bang is specifically marketed towards like gym people.
Right.
Oh god, I burped in my mask and it's so gross.
I don't know if it's because of how legendary the Bang is in this podcast, but it's the one I drink the most out of. I don't know what that's saying as well. I also have a sweet tooth, but this... I would never... There's so much left, and we both had...
There's so much left.
I couldn't imagine finishing
I
it.
don't think I've ever finished a whole can of that.
I can't picture anybody drinking however many ounces this is of super
16.
creatine.
Also, that's 300 milligrams of caffeine. That Venom's 160, so that's like double the amount of
Nearly double.
caffeine.
And how much is this?
It's 158 in half a bottle, so 158 in 4
Wow.
ounces. So you need 4 Venoms or 2 Bangs to equal 1 serving of this.
Red line. Of red line.
Yeah.
Well,
Now, did you want to
That's
take
amazing.
one more sip of both birthday cake bangs and compare them, or have you had them and you said, "Fuck it, I'm not going back"?
yeah, I want to compare them. I have some left of the birthday cake, regular. I'm really just amazed by this birthday cake coffee. It just didn't taste as divisive as I thought it would be.
Oh god.
But
it's so
looking
thick.
at it come out.
That's swear to God, that's thick. Okay, Hannah, who's off mic, you're our executive producer. Quick question for you. When you go to Wawa and you get a milkshake and you get like an extra thick milkshake in the machine, how many C's does that have? Is that like a 4C milkshake?
No.
No.
Weber's is like a 4C milkshake.
Okay.
Can't even drink it through the straw.
Okay. So, how many C's of thickness is water?
Water?
Yeah. None. Is it just
Zero.
THIK?
I guess.
Okay. So then is this is like, I don't know. Is this just thick with 1 C?
Sure.
Okay.
I might give it 2 C's.
Thick with 2 C's. Okay.
I give it 2 C's.
Not super thick, but it's definitely thick for a liquid.
Yeah, we're not gonna go ridiculous and give it 3. That's.
Oh man,
You know.
this is starting to settle even more.
Oh
You
no.
can see, You can see
Okay.
the liquid, the venom at the bottom.
So-
and
At first, I was saying there were no layers like the original. There is a distinct layer. It looks like a porta potty. There is a yellow urine type base at the bottom, and the floating brown cloud is surfacing at the top. It's like you went into a porta potty and you're trying your best not to look in, but you want to look. You have that morbid curiosity.
morbid curiosity.
And you look for a second and you look away and you regret looking at it. That's what this is, except you don't look away because it's Mike's not looking at it.
No, I've seen enough.
So maybe
I'm
I should
going to
speak
throw
for
up.
myself, but I can't. I'm so. What is happening in this cup? I think maybe we found a vaccine in this.
I remember.
All right, I gotta pour.
Yeah, more coffee.
Yeah. All right. So I'll go coffee, then compare back to the normal. I think.
Okay.
All right, going coffee.
Somehow even worse now.
And I only get the flavor as I'm breathing it in, as I'm drinking it.
For whatever the reason, I think that sip tasted more like coffee to me than the previous sips. I don't know if it's because it sat for longer or because like the birthday cake has worn off because I've had an actual birthday cake now, but it definitely tastes like more coffee to me.
Yeah, it tastes like if you got coffee, filled it up halfway, then filled it up the rest of the way with creamer.
Okay.
Where it's sweet. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
there's coffee in it, but to call it coffee is a complete lie. It's nowhere close to black. Yeah, that... Is there a good bang? Like, is there, like... Have you had a bang, I don't remember, that you like?
I've had a bang that was eh, but I've yet to have one that I liked. There's an energy drink Discord that I joined for a little while. Fuck, there's just, it's a very active Discord, which is cool if you're in that community, but it's just, I could not keep up with any conversation, and it did not seem worth it to me, so I left after a little while. But I asked them, and they have a few bangs that they like. I don't remember which ones, but there's like 3 that are considered like top tier bang flavors.
Alright. Because these two, I can't imagine... I could see someone buying it once, trying to see what it is, feeling bad that they bought it and wanting to finish it, but I couldn't imagine going back for a second can and finishing a second can.
Yeah.
Like, not even in the same day. I'm talking about a different day. You go to the store, you go home,
I can't imagine anyone buying this once and thinking, I like this enough, I'm going to buy it a second time.
Yeah, these flavors are just too... Alright, I'm going back to the birthday cake.
Back to the bang.
I'm getting butter.
Huh.
Do you feel butter at all? Like in the back of my mouth, I taste butter.
Now that you say that, I do. I don't think it makes it any better.
Yep. Now I don't taste birthday cake, I just tasted that. It's not exactly butter. But I'm just tasting that butter type flavor.
Now, so the original idea for this podcast was a bunch of truck drivers getting together and reviewing energy drinks, because we all drink energy drinks on the road, and like what tastes the best, what keeps us awake on the road. If you have a long day, what would you drink? If you were a truck driver and you had a 14-hour day ahead of you, would you pick birthday cake bash or the birthday cake bash with protein coffee on it? What would you pick?
Absolutely birthday cake bash.
So would I.
No coffee at all. I didn't know what I was drinking. At least with this, there's the carbonation, just pouring it out. Obviously in these cans, you don't see what the liquids look like.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say if you are, that's a huge bonus for the regular one. Are we making a Voltron?
I wasn't going to. I just wanted to mix the two birthday cakes and see what
Okay.
happened. This is fine. It doesn't react when you do the two birthday cakes.
Well, you didn't have a lot of the two. Let's pour more from the can. I don't think we're finishing these, are we?
No, I'm gonna throw the rest of these out.
All right.
Oh my god, this is just even grosser now. So the one I put on top, it split the other way, where the chunks went to the bottom and the venom went to the top. That's three distinct layers.
Oh my god, Mike! There's a middle layer of urine in this one, where there's chunks at the bottom and the top, and I see some chunks slowly falling towards the bottom. What? And now I see some chunks going towards the top. It can't figure out its own anatomy. What's going on here?
Should I do little bit, or pour them in at the same time? What do you think would give us the most layers? For those of you at home who can't see, I have a bigger glass cup now, so we can pour more of the birthday cake bangs in an experiment, because I'm morbidly curious.
I say put them in at the same time. Alright, we're pouring. The streams are crossing. It goes in together. Right now, at the moment, it's just one foggy looking drink. Nothing in particular is happening one way or the other. There's bubbles, carbonation reaching the top. No reaction yet. Mike, you're a little closer. Do you see anything?
Nope.
Alright, Mike's stirring with the skewer.
It feels thick, and with the skewer on the bottom of the glass, I feel
You
chunks.
feel stuff you're
I
hitting?
feel it.
Does, but it's not showing.
It's not showing. So it makes me think it only reacts to the VPX.
Huh.
Because there's no Redline Extreme in this one or in this one. But the two that broke up both have Redline Extreme.
Yeah.
Like if these are baseline constants,
Let's put in some Redline Extreme. There's some area. There's some space.
this is just alright, everybody, welcome to Bill Nye the Science Guy's energy drink podcast. We're now just mixing and seeing reactions.
Alright, the coffee birthday cake is being poured out.
We are officially out of
3
coffee
different
birthday
cups.
cake. This is the most mixing we've ever done.
The first time of 16-ounce cans been completed.
I believe so.
Our VPX is going into one of the birthday cakes.
That's Blue Raz. This is Starburst. Oh god, this is gonna make me throw up. This is so strong, even through the mask.
And now we're putting in Venom into a third. So each of them are mixed in uniquely with the birthday cake.
Okay, right off the bat, you can't see it looking at it through it? Oh, yes, you can.
I can see definite breaking.
There you go. In that one, more so than this one.
On this side, I can see more so on this side.
Oh fuck no! Look at it's the Venom. Look at how bad this one is.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I think the Venom is.
The Venom goes straight to the bottom. The Venom must be more dense, which is surprising because
I'm gonna have
maybe
to,
it is thick with just one C. Because if it's not as dense as the Venom, and the Venom didn't.
I'm gonna take a picture for science sake. Also, it kind of looks like this one expanded. I poured the same amount of energy drink into all of them, but then you can see that this one kind of
Yeah, the bubbles.
up.
The
It's
bubbles.
split up.
That must be what's going on too. It must be the carbonation specifically.
It's something in Venom that breaks up
'Cause
something in the birthday cake.
There's no Venom. There's no carbonation in the red line.
No, none.
So the Venom has it, and it's messing with it somehow. It's also like you were saying, the cups were all poured the same amount, and now the Venom coffee birthday cake is much higher than the others, almost nearly to the top.
Yeah, it's at least doubled in size.
Yeah. Oh wow! Do this. Try this. It's tough to move through.
Fuck
If that's not liquid.
That's hard. That's congealed.
That's congealed.
That's essentially an Irish car bomb
Yep.
in energy drink form.
Yep. This is not. If you call this a liquid, you'd be lying. I'm gonna try to move it right in the middle and see if it falls either way. Oh my god. Okay. It took a second for it to move to the side. It just stayed right in the middle, the skewer. I held it there. Mike's taking a picture for the record.
Oh, this is great. I will post it on Twitter at some point. I know we're not very active on Twitter. Also,
We're about to be.
I know a lot of times Alex and I will confuse the Twitter for our own personal Twitter, so there's a lot of Smash Bros content on the BDE Twitter. But just go ahead and get into the Smash Bros community. We're cool for the most part.
For the most part. Just don't get into any of the real tournaments.
Yeah. Just keep doing online tournaments for now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. The Venom... You know what's funny? Even between these two red lines, it looks like one is having more of a reaction than the other.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's so gross. I can't believe we drank that. Like
You drink more than me, and you nearly threw up. Although you do have a propensity to throw up, or nearly throw up on this podcast.
I'd say there's more times than not on this more episodes than not on this podcast where like I've gagged on my almost threw up.
This one, it looked like you were drinking vomit. So I completely understand why you did throw up.
This is so gross.
I don't want anybody to try this at home. Although, as somebody who's heard people say, do not drink Birthday Cake Bang, and I wanted to drink Birthday Cake Bang and came onto a podcast to do that, I understand why people would want to. There's no fun in this. It doesn't taste particularly good.
It's not worth it. Also, Bang is like dumb expensive. It's like $3.99 a bottle or something. You could buy 4 Venoms for the same price.
Venom is absolutely the way to go.
Now, that reminds me. Hold on, let me take a picture of this so I have it for signs. Now, this is an audio medium, so you're going to have to tell the audience how you're doing it. But please rank all 5 of the... I'm going to let you rank the Birthday Cake Bash,
Okay.
like the regular Birthday Cake Bash as well.
This shouldn't come as a surprise. Number 1 coming in... You know what? Should I do number 1 first?
However you want.
I think that might be easier for me to rank it. So I'm
Okay.
figuring that as I go. Venom, number 1, for sure. Redline, Star Blast. That's coming in number 2. The rest, I didn't particularly like. Now, I didn't really like Star Blast. I wouldn't drink it because of how much caffeine it has. It just has to come in so high, and the flavor was much better than the rest. That's why it's coming in 2 without a doubt. But the rest, I would never recommend. Alright, so Blue Raz, Redline coming in number 3. The 2 Bangs are coming in last. And I think I gotta go Birthday Cake Bash 4 and Coffee Birthday Cake 5. The Coffee Birthday Cake has no redeeming qualities, where at least Birthday Cake Bash, the first sip, is a delight.
I agree 100%. I have the exact same ranking. Venom, Star Blast, Blue Raz, birthday cake and then the coffee birthday cake.
And if I have to rank the Voltron Cup, that's coming 6th.
Voltron Cup worse than that. Okay.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
Voltron Cup.
This is like
It's not even a
grosser.
drink. We're just looking at it, and we're at a loss for words. And
Oh my god.
he's taking the skewer up,
This is
and
not going to fit
chunks
down
are
my garbage
staying on.
disposal.
You're gonna have to scoop it out and put it in your garbage. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Well,
So we're in exact agreement. I think this has maybe happened once, maybe twice on the show where everybody has the same ranking of energy drinks. But I also think because I gave you the best and the worst energy drinks, it was going to be a clear order.
yeah.
I was mostly curious about the middle order of between the 2 red lines and the 2 birthday cakes.
Yeah, I think it was clear.
Yeah.
It was definitely the red line was going to be better than Bang, but between the red line and the Bang, the 2 favorites of those were clear. So,
Okay.
Star Blast for red line, birthday cake for Bang.
Fantastic. I don't think there's anything else for this episode. Tom, you got anything you want to plug? Do you want to broadcast your SoundCloud? Do you want to plug your Animal Crossing Twitter? Where can the people find you?
You could find me. I'm coming out with an audiobook for my favorite novel, Deadly Nights on the Island, by an author up and coming, Michael Chiricella. You can listen to it. It's not out yet. It's still in the recording phase. We have a great cast. We're going to have a score to it. We're going to have sound effects. And like I said, cast. There's going to be actual characters, actors playing these characters. Give it a couple weeks, maybe a month or so. It'll be out there. You'll find it wherever audiobooks are hopefully found.
We might have to. We'll probably release like a 1-chapter demo just so people know what they're getting into while we record. I don't want to leave the people high and dry the whole time.
Yeah.
So we'll give them little snippets. But if you didn't pick up on that, I'm also involved in this new endeavor. So we'll see how that goes. Also, I don't know if any of you picked up on this, but Tom is the other member, or one of the other members. Don't call us a band. We're not a band. We're an experience of the Doodles.
And we have found Bruno.
We found him. Bruno has been lost in cyberspace, and we found him 5 years after the fact. At this point,
Junior year of college, so that would be 2015. So 5 years.
2020. Yeah, 5 years. We found Bruno, which means our original experience was a 4-album experience. It's a 4 CD experience. We're not an album. Don't label it.
Yep.
But we're going to go ahead and kick that up to 7 now, as the prophecies foretold, so get ready for that. Be on the lookout for that. You can find us at bandcamp.com/thedoodles, I think.
I can't confirm. All I know is if you go to an island somewhere in the Carolinas, you might find it.
We buried an album somewhere in the Carolinas, not going to tell you where. But you can find us on Reddit. The Doodles have an official subreddit. Reddit.com/r/the-Doodles
Drum and Bugle Corps, maybe. We want you to search for it. That's part of the fun.
You find us.
That's
it's an interactive mystery.
That's the experience. And also, I'd like to note that our third member, he's going on a soul-searching trip throughout the entire state during this pandemic, or throughout the entire country this pandemic. He's taken some substances that he says it's opened up his eyes. I'm excited to get back in the studio with him. He's offered, I would have to say, the least amount to date. That I think after this soul search, he's gonna surprise us for this possible upcoming experience. Maybe we'll get more. We found Bruno.
For the last experience, it was 4 CDs. I want to say it was about maybe 13, maybe 15, 3, 7, and it's maybe about 11 tracks, maybe 12.
Right.
And the other member contributed 0 to it. He's still a member though. He founded it, so he's on it. I'm curious to see if he can.
He might not remember he is, but
So the last time I spoke to him, I texted him randomly like, "Dude, what's your address?" And he gave me the address. Didn't ask why, just gave no shits, and then I mailed him the Doodles experience.
did he? I never heard him talk about this. Did he say?
And then he texted me a week later. He's like, "Dude, I know that's why you wanted my address. That's great. I love it. I don't think he ever listened to it, and that's the last I've ever spoken to him." It was just, thanks for sending this to me.
Although knowing Matt's a huge music head. He's big on our culture. He's our brand ambassador. He might have listened to it, thought it was so bad, forgot that he was a part of it, even though the album credits within the CD might have said that he was, and he might have not wanted to offend you and not commented. But I think there's a chance he did listen to 5 minutes of it and then heard a copy or whatever you want to call it.
It's also a legit enough experience that if you put it into your iTunes, Apple will recognize it as actual music. I made sure. We're not on Spotify yet. They won't approve us because it's nonsense. It's some corporate nonsense that they want to keep the working man down.
Yeah, they're oppressing us.
But if you put it into iTunes, if you open up your CD player and put it in your computer on iTunes, it will register as an honest-to-God album.
Yeah. Well, you could look for those 2 projects.
Yeah, be on the lookout for that.
And thank you for having me, Mike.
Thank you for coming. I'm excited to be expanding and trying new energy drinks and having new people. This is also we recorded this in a new state. First time not recorded in the Carolinas, so be on the lookout for more northern adventures.
Oh, wow. And I hope next time, if I ever make a return appearance, I could be on with Alex as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping next time we do it, there's no masks
Yeah.
either, which will be great. Not keeping my fingers crossed for that, but yeah, hopefully no masks next time. Or even if we do Alex, maybe we can do like a virtual one, and we'll split up the energy drink somehow. But it was fun. Thank you for coming. And I'm glad we had this little science experiment.
Me too.
All right, thank you everybody for listening. We will see you probably not next week. It's probably been about 2 months since I've updated one, but I'm working on it still. I got a new job, so we'll keep you posted on that. I've been busy, but be on the lookout. We have at least 6 more episodes to come out that we have edited. And as always, you can find us on Twitter at BDE Drink Podcast. Support us on Patreon. Tom did. He gave us $1, and that gave him all of the stuff. I promise. I don't know what's on Patreon, but just give us money.
Tons of fun stuff. I recommend offering even a dozen more dollars if you can.
Does it just subscribe for $1 and don't cancel it after 1 month like Tom did. Let it run for the whole year.
You didn't have to call me out on that on Mike. I also didn't know how Patreon works.
You didn't realize it was a monthly subscription, so I let him know ahead of time because not everybody knows how Patreon works. It is a monthly subscription. It's like I didn't want him to pull a Michael Scott where he donated $20 a mile and he runs 14 miles or whatever that is. But
I did consider donating. What was it, $10,000 for a second
for the body shop?
And if I did, I would have been in serious
Just
debt by
instantly
now.
refunded.
It's been, I'd say, 5 months since I donated the $1. I would have been in $50,000 debt, so that would have been a horrible, horrible thing.
Tom, thank you. We will see you next time. Stay safe. We'll see you around. Thanks for listening.